too.
Congratulations. So do you guys want to do players first and then coach? Or is he coming? Here he comes. We got room? Yeah, we got. Harold. Coach first. Everything for coach. Okay, we'll do that. Congratulations, Sam. To you and the Razorbacks.
I didn't do much, but I was on the sideline.
To get us going, Coach, if you will introduce the players with you, then we'll take your opening comment, then we'll pass the mic around for questions. And we want to do Coach first, everything you need with Coach, and then we'll do the players.
Well, Daz, just introduce yourself real quick.
My name is Dazmin James. I'm a redshirt freshman receiver from North Carolina.
This is, what's your name?
My name is Taylen Green. I'm a redshirt junior. Play quarterback from Louisville, Texas.
I'm Sam Pittman with an old beat up hip and Liberty Bowl champion coach.
All right. What's going on, everybody? I'm Cam Ball, redshirt junior defensive tackle from the Atlanta, Georgia, East Point.
I'm Xavian Sorey, redshirt junior, linebacker, Hamilton, Florida.
And players, when you're asked a question, if you'll share the mic and talk into the mic when we get to y'all. We're gonna go with Coach first. Haley, if you will raise your hand, identify yourself and your organization when you ask your question. Who's first? Tom with
Do you have an
the.
open space?
Yeah. Come on, Coach.
Yeah, I tell you what, I told the coaching staff, I'm so proud of the coaching staff for getting the kids ready. And I told the coaching staff a couple days ago that, I wish I had done a better job with, my hip had been bothering me all year. I told the kids that yesterday, but staff did a great job this season, and our kids played extremely hard all year, and all we have is all we need, and I think our kids bought into that. But I do want to talk about, guys, I talked about Dazmin James right before the game started because he's so talented, and he just didn't, he just hasn't done what we saw tonight, but he had opportunity, and I expect that to be all the time now. But then you look at Kobe Branham and Brooks Edmondson, who, Brooks played one play this year. Kobe hadn't played since Coach Dameron was coaching him, down in Fort Smith. I can go on and on and on. Tyrell Reed, we had opportunity. We've got good players. Just because you guys don't know about them doesn't mean that they're not good players. But now you know about them a little bit. We have more depth than maybe possibly what you might have thought. And we'll go to work in the portal. But the bottom line is that we've got a good football team with the one that we had tonight. And I'm really proud of the kids. A lot of times people will ask you, are you ready to play in a bowl game? Hell yeah, we're going to a bowl game. It's exciting. It's hard to get to. And they're awful hard to win. And fortunately, we were able to win tonight. And Texas Tech's got a really good football team, really good coach. And with that, I'll take questions just as long as there ain't a whole lot of them.
Tom Murphy, Arkansas Democrat Gazette, born in East Point, Georgia. Sam, what allowed you to get off to the quick start that you did, and how important was it to build that 21-3?
Well, I think it was real important. The defense, held them to a field goal, and then, Taylen and the guys we ran the ball well early. I think Rodney went for about 60 or 70, I think, right there off the bat, and we got rolling. I think the key to tonight's game was we had to get some confidence in our team, and I talked to the older guys about building confidence into the guys that hadn't played much. The older guys had to play well, and you see, they're sitting here. And so the young guys could feed off of that confidence. But I think it was a fast start, defense making an early stop, and then they made a 4th down stop. And then really the offense took over, Taylen took over, and you know, we have Taylen Green, a lot of teams don't, and it gives us opportunity to win.
Dasmin's first catch of the year, and so Tyrell Reed's both went for touchdowns.
Wasn't that
so-
something?
Yeah.
I didn't know Daz is very fast, you know, he came back like he was, but I think he went 22-3 on his catapult, and but he went 10-3 or something in high school, looking left and right in 100 meters, and won the state championship. So he's just a wonderful kid too, but he's really fast.
Andrew Hutchinson, Best Arkansas Sports. Sam, I know you'll probably want to watch the film, but just from what you saw on the sideline, what did you make of how the offensive line played, especially with the new pieces in the middle?
Well, I mean, we had 559 yards, and I think what do we have 1 sack, Taylor? And we got beat on the outside a little bit. I think the sack was the safety, wasn't it? And really, we missed the block in the backfield on that one. But you know, I would think they played well. You know, Marion Harris got his opportunity here 2 years ago, but I think they played. You know, they played well. I think our skill players that we may or may not have known about before tonight, I think they really made some big time plays. But the one Taylor made on the sideline where he was very, very patient with the guy coming into him, I think, did you throw it to C.J. Brown? That was big time. And that's a man that's very confident in what's going on. But I think the offensive line played better than, I mean, and Brooks never had a snap problem. So, I mean, that's a big time effort between them guys, for those guys.
And speaking of CJ, you know, the only catch he had this year was a fumble, but he had 4 catches today, including that one on the play Taylor you mentioned by Taylen. Just how big was that for him to get some confidence maybe moving forward for next year?
Well, I'm sure it was huge. We've always, obviously, he wouldn't have been in the Texas game if we didn't have confidence in him. But I think that for him, I think he'll have a nice off season because he's proven that he can play at this level and play well.
Jackson Fuller, Southwest Times Record. Sam, what was, you know, they found some momentum there in the second quarter, and then the defense just shut them down after halftime. Were there any adjustments? What changed for you guys after halftime on defense?
You know, we were concerned about the quarterback running the football. We were concerned about the edges, and we weren't stopping the run very well in the first half. We weren't stopping anything, to be honest with you, very well in the first half, and we went to try to make him more one-dimensional, add an extra guy in there, and make them throw the football. And obviously, I think he threw 1 or 2 to us. I don't remember how many. I think Cuddy had one, and then Miguel, he had one, and it might have been. Did we get 3 or did we get 2? But our halftime adjustment, we had to stop the run. We had to win first down, and our guys did a good job of that.
When we spoke to you yesterday, you said Taylen's been working on some things you didn't want to reveal to us. Are you comfortable revealing them tonight, or is that something you're going to keep secret all off season?
No, we went into the game, we planned on running him a little bit more than, you know, put in some new plays for him to run, some nakeds, which he got out on the edge of those. But that was it. It wasn't anything more than that.
Hey Coach, up the back here, Rachel Phillips with ABC 24 in Memphis. Yesterday in the press conference you said you thought your guys would play hard to represent Arkansas and represent the state and the university. Just how did you think the guys represented the state and the university today?
Well, if we can't enjoy that one, then we got major problems. I mean, we played extremely hard. We won the game that we played. You know, I told the kids this is where we're at now. We're at the Liberty Bowl, and we've got a new team. We're 0-0. Let's see if we can't go 1-0 against a Texas Tech team that had won, you know, beat Arizona State, beat Iowa, the 2 championship teams in the Big 12. And I think not only that, but I felt like we played and we had some penalties, and most of them special teams, but which is going to happen when you have several guys out. But I think both teams played with a lot of class. There wasn't, we've seen some bowl games this year that are embarrassing to me, to college football, people up in each other's face and all that. That's not what the game's about. The game's about knocking the hell out of each other and then go do it again. You never won a game talking to somebody. And I thought both teams represented college football well tonight in that aspect.
One more for Coach. Matt?
Sam, in the back. Battlefield actually was 5 here in Memphis. I'm sorry to ask a question with a bit of a somber tone, but you've recruited plenty of players from Memphis before, but this would have been Deion Stutz's freshman year. I'm just wondering, returning here this week, and who knows what kind of role he would have had on this team. Was he on your mind at all, or was any part of this for him?
Mama texted me.
Oh, really?
His mama texted me either yesterday morning or this morning, and yeah, he's in heaven. And I'm sure he knows what's going on. Of course, the family's struggling, you know, still. Obviously, anybody going through that would certainly. But, you know, he drove, what, an hour each one way, you know, to stay on that farm. But, yeah, I thought about it, and mother and I text.
Coach Pittman, thank you. Congratulations on the win. You and your wife represent what's good about college football, and we're proud that you're our champion, and we wish y'all nothing but the best. We have the second, you add this one to your collection. Jamie added number 2 to her award collection for the AutoZone Liberty Bowl last night. Coach, it's your turn. Do you want to do it up here on the stage, or do you want to come down to receive your wooden trophy, your wooden Liberty Bell?
I'll just go down there.
Okay.
I ain't very strong anymore. I can't carry it very far.
Well, we got a bunch of guys that can do that for
I did
you.
want to say this, though. This is a great event in 66 years, and great event. And people were great to us and all that. And I do want to say this, is that, you know, I don't play it down. The kids went out there and they scored the points, and they held them back from the points and all that. And sometimes when we win, I'll get a little credit, and when we lose, I get all the credit. But that's okay. That part's okay. But the coach only good as the players, and how the players play. And I'm damn proud of mine. So go Hogs.
Thank you, Coach. The Memphis Lumberman Club has a special presentation to our winning coach each year. It's this wooden, hand-carved Liberty Bell trophy. This goes back to the 1970s. A gentleman named Ronnie Jorgensen, now in his 90s, has been making these since the 70s. His grandson, John West, is here tonight, and the president of the Memphis Lumbermen's Club, David Hagedorn, is here to present this year's winning coach's trophy to Coach Pittman.
Well, I'd like to have another one. Oh, here it is. Is it ready? No.
All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I was just lucky to be president of the Lumbermen's Club this year, and we're really lucky to have had Ronnie Jurgensen and his family producing this for over 50 years.
It's awesome. It'll be my trophy case. It'll be my second trophy I've ever won in my life. I won probably green ribbons when I was a kid, you know. Yeah. Participation. Fellas, I'm proud of you. Go off, enjoy your interview. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you all. Thank you. Jamie, let's go on that 5-hour bus ride. Can't wait. Take your time, I'm showering. Wait just a minute, any of y'all going back on the bus?
Oh, yes, sir. Oh,
okay.
Guys, congratulations. As Coach said, it's you guys. So congratulations on winning the 66th AutoZone Liberty Bowl. We're going to open up to questions. Haley, here you go. Now we're just going to take questions for you guys. Y'all cool with that?
Dazmin, I don't really mean to start out y'all's press conference with a niche question, but on your 94-yard touchdown, you had the hands going, and you just dropped the defender with the hands. Taylen, were you kind of keying off of that? Do you know that that's kind of his thing? We haven't really seen you in the past. Is that kind of your staple that you do, and are we going to see more of it?
I mean, you'll definitely see more. It's just the beginning, you know, first game, you know, I just had opportunity. I got my opportunity and I ran with it thanks to all my coaches. You know, we've been practicing, you know, just repetition, going over a lot of plays and just getting it down, formations, everything, since, you know, everything like the portal and everything, so.
I've never seen a wide receiver move his hands that fast. It was like you had to slow it down frame by frame to actually see it. Is that like a track thing?
Just fast.
Taylor, can you talk about maybe the weapons that you had going and the fact that his first catch is a touchdown, and same with Tyrell today?
I would say that. I'll say that just speaks volumes to, you know, making the most of, you know, the opportunities. And it's crazy. We was talking about that slam in the hotel for the whole week, and it came to flourish. I don't even know the word. But, and Bird, you know, he was always ready. I would say he's always in the back learning, either it's from JJ, from Doug, from Rod. You know, he's always taking things in, asking questions. And when he had his opportunity, when he had his shot, he made the most of it. You know, we saw that he ran 102 in high school, and we saw his speed, you know, little legs.
Cam, on the flea flicker, you forced the throw that led to Miguel's interception. Maybe can you talk about what you saw on that play?
Yeah, basically, I kind of got cut out my gap, but it was just like an effort play for me. I knew the quarterback was just standing back there, and I knew he was up to no good. And then I seen the receiver toss it back to him, and I was like, you know, lunchtime, so. and barbecue chicken. And my boy Miguel came down with the pick, so shout out to him, man, as well.
Taylen, Tim Buckley with the Daily Memphian. What are your memories of your last game in Memphis and in this stadium, and how that kind of changed the trajectory of your career and maybe even your life, and what does getting this one mean to you in light of all of that?
First, I want to thank Jesus for giving me the opportunity just to be out there. I actually played here last year when I was in Boise, and we played Memphis, and we lost, and you know I still remember that to this day, and I wanted to come out on top, and you know it meant the world to me just being out there with my teammates, and I wouldn't be up here, you know, without them, without my coaches. So you know, all the stats you see that I do, it's not just I didn't do it by myself. You know, like I said on the platform when I got my award, offense, defense, and especially there was 5. Bang!
Dazmin, was there a moment in the build-up to this game, you know, was it last night in the hotel room talking to Taylen, or a couple of weeks ago, where you felt like, you know, you really were going to have an opportunity here and be able to seize on that opportunity?
Yeah, with it being a bowl game, we all knew we were gonna get reps. So it was just about, you know, getting my opportunity and what I was gonna do with it.
Taylen, what does this mean to you to just see, you know, how many weapons you do have that maybe we weren't really full aware of what all they could do, but just for you moving forward to see that, you know, you can change it up and get different guys involved?
It just speaks to our depth, not just at the receiver position, but the running back, tight ends, O-line. That's the one thing, you know, I knew when I committed here. You know, I knew, but y'all probably didn't know yet. But just the weapons that we have. Just the weapons that we have offensively. And, you know, I'm grateful and, you know, excited that they had their opportunity. And you could just tell, even in breakfast and lunch, you know, just in the energy in their eyes, like they were just, you know, they was ready for the moment. You know, so.
Tim, you also had a couple of new offensive linemen out there protecting you, and Brooks Emerson and Kobe Brand. What was your connection like with Brooks, you know, being your new center, and how do you think those two guys played today?
They did a really good job. I would say, you know, continue to encourage them, you know, going through the week, but, you know, I really didn't say a whole lot. I let him not try to overcomplicate things. And like I told them this morning that you wouldn't be at Arkansas if you weren't talented. We're all talented, and us here we believe. Yeah, we're the veterans, but our belief didn't waver. That's why we decided to come back and trust the the coaches, and we have unfinished business, and this is a great start to us next.
Dazmin, did you know that was the longest touchdown reception in school history? And what was your reaction when you first hear that news?
Okay, Dad.
I didn't really find out until after the game, but it feels amazing. Just my first catch ever as a collegiate athlete. Catch the ball, go 94 yards. It feels amazing, and I just want to thank TG.
I just threw it. You caught it. You did the rest, bro. I was just watching. I was expecting.
Yeah, Cam, question for you. A lot of questions coming into this game, especially with DNs, Landon and some of the other guys. How do you think Anton Junkosh stepped up 2.5 sacks, really big day, and led the defense in the second half?
Man, I'm so proud of my boy Anton, man. He's been fighting through injuries since the Oklahoma State game this whole season, and for him to just come out in his last collegiate game and just lay it all on the line, man, I'm so happy for him, so happy for his family. Can't wait to see him prosper and do good things at the next level.
Cam, this is your second win here. How does it feel? Does it feel any different, or does it feel better?
It feels a little better, It's the second win, and now I can have 2 rings to get my pops back home. But man, it feels amazing. Last time I was here, I was like the young guys. I got my first opportunity, and I took advantage of it, and I haven't looked back since. So just seeing everybody else take their opportunity and going out and doing what they had to do, man, it was just good. I feel like an old head, man. But all glory to God, man. I love it. Liberty Bowl champs again.
So y'all had held them off the board until late in the second half. What changed? How did y'all keep them down in the second half?
Honestly, our coach got on us at halftime. He chewed us out. Yeah, we had to change. We had to fix it. We shut them out the second half.
And how big did the 4th down stop? You had a couple of 4th down stops in the first half. How big did those end up playing out?
That was big. It was big. Just got to make the play. Got to make the play.
Don Williams from Lubbock Avalanche Journal. Taylen, being from Louisville, curious if you had connections to anyone associated with the Texas Tech program, and does it mean, are you any more motivated when you face a school from your home state?
I would say a little bit. Going through high school, I wasn't highly recruited. All the Texas schools really didn't offer me, and of course I use that for a little bit of motivation, but it's not my reason why. But I know Coach McGuire and what he did at Cedar Hill and just the history that goes with that. So I definitely I know him, but I don't know him, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's all I know.
For the defensive guys, basically everybody in the Texas Tech backfield, tonight was a true freshman quarterback and 33 and 20 running back. What did they show y'all? What did you think about those guys?
Man, they're going to be really good next season, man. The young quarterback, he was very talented. He was in the pocket. You can tell that he was comfortable until we made him uncomfortable. The running backs, we was so much focusing on them too, but we was focusing on, the head guy, Taj Brooks, but unfortunately he didn't play. So the young guys, we knew that they was coming in fired up, antsy, ready to go out there. And they had a couple of good runs, but overall we came together and we stopped them.
Maybe if Taylen or Cam could answer this, just how important was this for the guys that this was their final college game to sit them out this way?
Oh man, it was big, just to send them off the right way. All the ups and downs we had this season, it was only right that we sent them off with a bang, you know what I'm saying, and a win, and a good win.
And Taylen, to close it out, what are you going to do with the big Eagle MVP trophy?
I'm gonna take it to my parents' crib. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to my sisters. And we gonna celebrate.
Was the big Eagle a motivation?
Yeah, when we walked into Dave & Buster's, I saw like all the trophies shining. Then I was like, is that the MVP trophy? I was like, I need that. For sure.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You bet. Congratulations, all of you. We have some other awards to present. First, the Outstanding Offensive Player of the Game, sponsored by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office. To present that award to Dazmin James is Rebecca Denswell, our president this year of the AutoZone Libertyville Festival Association. Daz, come on down and receive your award from Ms. Denswell. Do you like chocolate? You like chocolate? She sells it. She owns a chocolate store, candy store. She might hook you up.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Congratulations, Daz. And the Outstanding Defensive Player of the Game is Xavian Sorey. Slide, come on down. This award presented by City Gear, Brown Kelly from City Gear for making this presentation. Brown, come on up. He can hook you up with some shoes too, man.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations.
All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
All right, one more.
One more. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Guys, congratulations. Proud that you're the champions of the 66 AutoZone Liberty Bowl. Enjoy it. And whatever's next for you, wish you nothing but the best. Congratulations. Happy New Year.